First of all, we have to take 2 test tubes and fill it with ethanol and vinegar. Then we have to pour the NaOH, so the sodium hydroxide, inside the 2 test tubes, so that the protein can flocculate. And as you can see in the ethanol, there is a fine powder, and that's the keratin, which is in fine powder, while in the vinegar the keratin is more like a filament, and that's the same result, but it has it's in different forms because in the vinegar is more acidic, and so the protein repels more, so it recompacts more quickly, and the results are that in vinegar there is more keratin, while in the ethanol there is less keratin.
Here we have a solution which seems like pure water, but actually it is polluted water. It contains some copper sulfate that we have to test with a copper ions concentration indicator that will show us that the concentration it is between 130 milligrams per liter. It is actually 80 milligrams per liter. So if we put some wool inside the same solution, with another strip we will test the copper ions concentration, and it will show us that the concentration has reduced dramatically. And also we can notice that the wool is now greenish, and this means that all the ions are concentrated in the wool, because in a solution the wool has a negative charge and the copper ions are positive, so they attract together. So now we have pure water, but we have the wool which is very polluted by the copper ions, which in this form are useless. So we have to transform them in their metallic form. And to do this, we have to fill a test tube with a filament of wool from another solution which is more concentrated, and so the wool now is very green. So we take a filament of wool and we place it inside the test tube. We fill with some vinegar, because vinegar is very acidic and it swaps the charge of the wool. So before it was negative and now it is positive. So the positive of the wool and the positive of the ions repels, and now the ions are all floating around in the vinegar. We add some aluminum because we have to start a redox reaction. And so the aluminum gives 2 electrons that are necessary to the copper ions, which makes them in their metallic form. But actually the reaction can't occur yet, because on the aluminum there is a thin layer of oxidation that has to be removed. So we have to put some salt inside. And now the process is finished.